I'm like positive I'm psychic. I'm freaking myself out. I'm freaking my mom out. Basically, I freak everyone around me. It's scary as fuck. I am psychic. I'm sorry, but I'm psychic. I'm sorry to say, but I am psychic. I'm just gonna say this right now. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of Gabby Hanna. I am not copying her for this. Psychic shit happened to me before I watched her stuff, and when I watched her stuff and saw that she had psychic shit that is literally the same thing as me, I was like, oh, okay, so we're connected. I'm just clarifying, I am not trying to be a Gabby Hanna copycat. I know this is gonna be like exactly like her videos. When I was young, psychic shit kind of happened, but it was just like simple coincidences. Like I didn't know that type psychic was a thing, so I just thought like, oh, there's so many coincidences, right? The first time that I was like, whoa, okay, I'm psychic, I was in primary school, and I have this game on my Wii U, which is Super Mario Sluggers, which, if you don't know, it's basically a baseball game of Mario. It's Mario Brothers character playing baseball. I freaking love this game. It's old as shit, but I still play it like religiously with my best friend. We love that game. Basically, I was in the bus on my way home from school. Just gonna clarify, I always have the same team. I have Peach, Daisy, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, a bunch of Toads, Toadette, and Toadsworth. That's my team. That's my Peach Monarchs team. But for some reason, in my head, I just like randomly thought of like the animation of like Daisy doing a home run. I get home, I start playing the game, and guess what I did? A fucking home run with Daisy, which I never achieved before. Doing a home run with Daisy is insanely hard, and just coincidence, I do a home run with Daisy like 50 minutes after I randomly think about it in the bus. What? My mom and I started being telepathic. Like, actually, my mom and I can actually, like, well, I can read my mother's minds, kind of. My mom has this gift that I'm sure I get this from her. I don't have this, but I'm sure my psychic stuff is from her. But my mom can really easily read people. If somebody is not a good person, she'll tell you and she'll be like, get this person out of your life. They're toxic. Okay, bye, bitch. Very fucking creepy. So my mom has that. And I think that my psychic shit comes from her. However, our two brains, or two psychic-y, magnetic, medium brains just connect with each other. I'm not sure how or why or... Come on! I can genuinely read my mother's thoughts. My mom always looks at like the things on her front page on Google, like the little articles. She loves to watch this, and one morning she was watching these and I was making myself breakfast. I was just chatting with her and like basically like she was reading to me some of the articles. It was like a chill morning, really, really cool morning. She's surfing around the web and she reads to me something that's like the cutest baby animals you won't believe exist, or something like the pictures of the cutest baby animals. Clicks on it, the page loads. While the page is loading, I say, oh my god, that reminds me, did you ever see what a baby hedgehog looks like? It's adorable. I shit you not! The page loads, the first fucking picture is a baby hedgehog! I'm deceased. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what I mean? I'm psychic! I'm sorry I'm getting heated, but I cannot fucking believe that this is happening to me. Other one that's like super fucking weird that happened recently. I don't know why, I don't know how the conversation like started, but I talked about this dog breed and like my mom told me like, oh, you mean like, and she was searching for the name and I said, no, that's a Boston Terrier. And my mom said, wait, what? And I said, you're talking about Boss. And she said, how the fuck do you know I was talking about Boss? And I basically said, I don't know. Because I actually just read through my mother's mind. We didn't see this dog like for years. And I somehow guessed that my mom was talking about him. Say it with me now. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? So, remember when I said that my mom and I are like telepathic brains like connected with each other? Now it's not only my mom and I, it's my friend group and I just start reading minds like everyone, like even my dad, which I'm really not close to my dad. My dad and I are polar opposites. We don't get along at all. But even I read his minds. Like, I'm sorry, but bitch, where? I'm sorry, but how? What do you mean? My best friend, my BFF in the whole world, Molly, which I would show you a picture, but if I would show a picture, she would kill me because she doesn't want to be seen on camera. I always read her minds. I don't have like an example right now because it happens like regularly, but like I always get what she's about to say. We always say shit at the same time, the same word at the same time, just shit like that. Even my great friend, I'm gonna sneeze. My nose is itching. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Another thing, by the way, with my mother, you know when you're yawning and you make somebody else yawn? My mom and I do it at the same time. Anyway, psychic shit with my friends. But it also happens with my great friend, Niritam. He didn't believe that I was psychic. He just thought I was over-exaggerating. But when he saw this... Hi, so editing me. This clip doesn't make sense because I say when he saw this and there's like nothing... I'm like referring to nothing. Because I deleted a huge chunk of like when I explained... Literally, it didn't make any sense, so I'm gonna explain it now. Basically, it was around Christmas time, and we made a joke about my dog making fudge or something. I think my dog had diarrhea or something. Niritam and I, at the same time, said, "Oh, it's Nanette's fudge." My dog's name is Nanette, by the way. And we looked at each other, and he was pointing at me like, "Oh, oh!" It was so fucking crazy, and they kept screaming like, "Oh my god!" My mother was almost pissing her pants. He was screaming because he didn't believe what was happening. I was screaming because I couldn't believe he finally believed me. Yeah, so it was insane. So that's what happened. Now you best fucking believe that he believes me. Also, Niritam recently got in a relationship. Well, recently. Oh my gosh! It's been over 6 months. It's not been recently. It's been for a long ass time. Okay, so not recently. Not recently, Niritam got into a relationship. And I wonder if I'm gonna be psychic with his partner as well. Then one day, one thing happened that was scarring, and that I'm actually kind of scared because of that. Still to this day, I actually lost consciousness randomly without any explanation in my shower. I was taking a shower normally, and I was singing Gabby's new song, Medicaid. At the time, it was her newest song, and I started to feel kind of dizzy. But then I started to see blurry, which really started to fucking scare me. I was like, wait, what's happening? Am I gonna faint? Feel my head getting pretty achy. And I collapsed. I just slammed my body against the wall and I just fell down. Blackout, I don't remember anything about this. And I regained consciousness really briefly, and I remember on my knees, and I lift my head up and I have water going straight into my eyes, which hurt like a motherfucker because it was like at the strongest... what's the word? I'm squirting? Not squirting. I had water in my eyes and it hurt like a motherfucker. So I was blinded and also half conscious. So I was just feeling everywhere for the thing to turn on the shower. I was searching for that, but I couldn't see anything, and I felt myself about to faint again. And I remember just whispering to myself, "Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic," because I was fucking panicking. So eventually I collapsed again. And when I woke up, I was just like in a little ball, like fetal position, on the ground, and I was insanely dizzy. So I turned off the shower. We didn't do anything about it. But the weird thing about this is that since all of this happened, my psychic shit has been like twice as strong as it used to be. Now remember, at the beginning I said that I thought that for some reason I was connected to Gabby Hanna, my idol. First of all, every time I watch one of her videos, if I think of a joke or something funny, either Gabby, Joe, or Irene's gonna say this joke. Like, as I'm... Joe or Irene or Gabby's gonna talk about this, which is so fucking weird. Like, what do you mean? Also, I've been having weird fucking dreams about Gabby. One, which was a while ago, I think in 2017, where in my dream, I was Gabby. But the other dream was a couple of days ago where I had a dream that I was myself but had an interaction with Gabby. Which, by the way, felt amazing that I met my idol in my dreams. Do you want to meet your idol? Pfft, in my dreams, like literally in my dreams. So the first dream, which happened in 2017, that I was Gabby, it was in my old apartment. I remember I was Gabby and I was entering my old apartment. At the time I was living there. And I remember like seeing at the corner of my eye her purple hair. The inside was extremely big from what you see on the outside. Like, it didn't fit, didn't make sense. It's like from the outside it was a tiny little apartment, but when you entered it was like a huge blank room. Like just huge blank room with like nothing, just like white walls. No window. However, at your right, there was a little corner that was also white. However, there was a TV on a wooden piece of furniture. There was a brown couch with like a lot of people. At the left of the TV, there was this brown door. And for some reason, Gabby, I was really fucking scared to enter this door. Because I remembered, I don't know if I opened the door or something, but I know that when the door was opened, all you could see is a stairway. You could just see it fading in darkness. And I remember that for some fucking reason, Gabby was petrified and did not want to go down there. And I remember that outside I heard a man screaming. That's it. I don't have an explanation for this dream, but I feel like there's something weird to this dream. And since 2017, since the day I had this dream, I'm still trying to figure out what was that about? Like, I have no clue what was that about. The second dream, I had a dream that I met Gabby. I was with my best friend once again near them at the mall. We were at some mall and we opened the door to go to like another section of the mall, and when we opened the door, to my surprise, I saw Gabby. Surprisingly, not with pink hair, with her old blonde hair. And I remember being so excited and started talking to her in English, like, oh my god, hi! I remember wanting to go in for a hug, and for some reason, you know when Gabby meets people, she's gonna hug them. Like, she's just gonna give a hug. I was about to hug her, however, she went in for a kiss. The way I moved to try to hug her, we basically hugged really awkwardly, and she kissed the tip of my nose. I remember laughing hysterically and like joking about it, like, oh my god, that's so awkward. I remember that also I said that I told her like, hey, can I take a picture real quick? She was like, yeah, sure. I remember that my screen was not like, the framing of the screen was not big enough for our two heads. I remember the lighting being horrendous. I also remember being really, really upset that like, I was like, shit, I met Gabby, why can't my picture be good? And then I woke up. That's it. That's the dream. The last thing that happened, which is like so insane and creepy, and that actually almost made my mom cry because she was like terrified. One night I had an allergic reaction to my cat, as per usual. So I laid down with a wet handkerchief on my eyes. But for some reason, I cannot explain to you why, but it's as if a picture was drawn the inside of my eyelids. I'm not joking. What I saw, a little like maroon brownish ball with like a red wavy kind of like liquidy background. Oh, I just need to clarify this. It was my right eye. The next day, I keep thinking about this weird meatball thing. I'm like, wait, what was that about? Thinking about it, I told my mom, I had this weird like almost kind of like vision last night. It almost looked like a blood clot, and when I said this, I was like, wait, I genuinely saw a blood clot. I actually saw a blood clot swimming in blood. I am not joking. So I Googled like anything about a blood clot. 15 minutes after I had this vision, some famous baseball player got surgery to remove a blood clot from his right arm. What? Right eye, right arm. But then, 3 hours after this blood clot vision thing, 3 hours after that, there was an article released. Students at some university making a huge discovery about blood clots. Another sports player that got diagnosed with like a blood clot in his right leg. Like everything, like right arm, discovery by students, and like the right leg. There's like 3 things that happened just moments after I had this vision in my right eye about a blood clot. What do you mean? So anyways, thanks for watching me go mentally insane. My socials are down below. I'm bi. I'm bi. I'm bi. I'm not bi. I'm gay. I'm sorry. Bye.